first things first. First week back at the gyms. Hallelujah. Hi, Jay, you never set foot in the gym yet, have you?
Not yet.
When are you going to do it?
I'm thinking about in a few weeks. I'm just currently just chilling with the whole gym thing, dieting and stuff. And I honestly don't have the energy to be like doing it, because I've been doing some extreme fucking crash diets and shit like that. Which, for anyone watching, don't take this as advice, because it's stupid. But
on top of that, how much weight have you actually lost, Mike?
So currently I started 2021 at 26 stone, and I'm down to about 18 now. So about 7.5 stone ish.
That's literally a small person, mate. You've literally lost a small person.
That's about a child.
It's about that's amazing, mate. Honestly, that's like, considering what we've gone through and stuff like that. Obviously, a quick question, quick run through. I know you said it's not advice or anything like that, but how did you do it?
All right, so
did you give all that weight to Brad?
What I would do is, so currently I'm on a week off. So what I do is I just eat what the fuck I want, when I want, and just enjoy it. And then what I do is, after that week, 1 week, 7 days, 500 calories a day. And then it would be about, it'd be about 50 to 100 calories below a deficit after that week.
Right, but how do you feel eating that little amount of calories, mate? Obviously, I know it's not advised for people to do, but how did you feel? Like, if you eat that amount of calories, how did you feel, mate?
Weirdly, I actually felt okay. Like, I felt really good. I think it was just constant fucking adrenaline, but it was like really.
I think you're mistaking shakes for adrenaline, mate.
Yeah, I think you're getting hyperglycemia and adrenaline mixed up.
No, it was like
does your body not
intermittent fasting?
Does your body not eat itself at some point? Is that because of the weight you was? Does your body not eat itself? Does that make sense?
No, it wouldn't.
I don't know, but Jay, you've done pretty well. Honestly, you're looking good. Obviously, you didn't do it the right way at the beginning, but you know, you're looking good. Just don't turn sideways, because you might disappear on us, mate.
Oh, fucking hell, that's a compliment, but fuck you as well.
It's just don't turn sideways. It's not a good look for you.
Side profiles, mate.
Kelvin, how did you find the first week back, mate? Because I know you smashed it.
Yeah, mixed bag. I mean, I feel like I've been absolutely run over by a train this morning. I did promise myself I'd take a day off during the week and have a rest day, but it was like the excitement of going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I've trained every day. I've done I've started off my diet last Monday as well. So I've started my prep for my competition in October. So I've given myself 28 weeks so I can cruise into it nicely. So that started Monday. I'm doing a legs, push, pull, upper, lower type workout. So a 5-day split at the moment. I run that for 4 weeks just to get back into the gym, just so that I'm lifting some weights and feeling the iron again, just going through some of the motions. It gives me a bit of a benchmark as to where I am. And then I'm a big advocate of writing everything down. So I chart every workout, write every rep, every set, so I know what I'm doing and I know when I'm progressing and when I'm not. And if I'm not, why not? What's affected it? Is it sleep? Is it food? Is it water? Is it work? Something like that. So I'm a bit anal when it comes to my training, like many other things.
You're looking.
But no, it's been good. It's been good to get back in the gym. I did a little bit of I've been around the country this week as well, so a big shout out to the 3 gyms that I've been to. I went to Strength Asylum in Stoke on Thursday.
Awesome gym.
Where else did I go? I went down to Generation Fitness in Colville on Friday, and I went out to a new gym that was opened up in Boston in Lincolnshire yesterday. So actually, it's a bit of a strongman gym. They've got an outdoor fitness yard. They've got a car that you can deadlift and Atlas stones and all that type of stuff. So it was quite cool to go there. So I got an invite to go over. One of my big pals, Neil Cranwell, dropped me a message during the week saying he was going to be there, come along for the opening day. So that was really cool. So
your Viking takeover day, yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't get really much chance to speak to the owner because, as you can imagine, he was quite busy on his opening day. But I think with the location-wise, if anybody's out in sort of Peterborough or Lincolnshire looking for a strongman type gym, go and check them out. It's called Mayhem. It was really cool. Nice little gym. Loads of cool stuff there. So it's definitely something we could potentially consider going to take a look at.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good, mate. Yeah, how did you find it? Because I know, obviously, you've been quite open about your mental health in regards to training in the gym. And I know you've gone back this week. How have you found that, mate? Exactly. So he looks it.
I went back Friday.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a plan because I got a bit funny with the amount of people that were in there before. So I thought I'd just go there and I'll just pick stuff up and I'll just do whatever. But it went all right, actually. I ended up doing chest and tries. Yeah, and that went really well.
Yeah, I mean, how did you feel after that?
I felt all right. I felt fine. Like I was ready to go again, like, funny enough.
Cool.
Which actually caught me off guard a little bit because I thought I'd be a bit withdrawn from it, but it was all right. Suffering today and yesterday, though, like, my elbows are trashed.
Doms, mate. Yeah, but you've got arthritis in your elbows, haven't you? Can't even say old age because you're younger than all of us. Well,
honestly, no, it was good to be back.
I was gonna say, fucking hell.
I've been out so long, and it's been good to be back. But it's gonna be a long slog, I think. Because
of course it is. It doesn't happen overnight, does it? You know what I mean? If it was easy, if it was easy, we'd all be massive, we'd all be ripped, and this is what people need to understand. It's as cheesy as a lot of the comments sound. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, all that bollocks. It takes time, you know. Yeah, so it's just set yourself realistic goals that you can achieve. You're not there to impress anybody else. Don't give a shit about what anybody else is doing. It's about tiny little steps along that ladder to get to a slightly bigger goal at the end of a month, 6 months, a year, whatever. A bit like what Jay's doing, you know what I mean? Small baby steps.
My biggest problem is I remember what I was when I stopped, and I go in and I'm like, fuck.
Kind of hard to go from two 18-wheel Arctic lorries to pulling those bad boys to doing that.
But on the flip side, Wally, like what Brad was saying earlier, take a look at me last year when I had my surgery. You know, I got in a really bad way, you know, came out of surgery, we went straight into lockdown, got furloughed, had nothing to do, couldn't train, no gyms were open, started drinking really heavily, eating shit. I put about 3 stone of crap on and I felt awful. And
I went the other way. I lost.
Yeah, but we all have issues. We all got our demons, and it's just you've recognised it now. You've took that first massive step on Friday. You've hit the gym, so you know you've broke the back of it now, mate. You just need to capitalise on that and just keep that momentum going. If it's just once a week for the first month, hey, that's once a week more than you were doing last week, isn't it?
I need to remember. It took me. Well, Brad was the first person I went to. Brad used to be my trainer. That's how we got to know each other. It took me 3 years to put 3 stone on.
That's insane.
It's only taken Brad a week.
Anyway, my story now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. How's your week been, Brad?
Yeah, so my week went pretty well. Apart from
enough of that, right, Jay?
You don't know what, by the way. I didn't put it on social media or anything. You know what I mean? I just popped intercostal muscles. Nothing serious.
Have you not mentioned it?
No. I know I mentioned it.
Oh wow! I didn't realise you picked up an injury.
Anyways, bunch of chickens. So what it was, I'll find out. Like, obviously, if you're going back to the gym on your first week, like, it don't like none of us guys really went full out and smashed it because you've missed it for so long. But what I found was training in my back garden is I literally had where I set my garden up. So when I was deadlifting, I had a slight lean to the right, and every time I was deadlifting or pressing, I had a slight lean, which it was minimal, but I didn't really notice it until everything on my right side started hurting. All the issues I had was on my right side. Then the minute I got back into a gym, some level footing, 18-inch deadlifts. So
Are you going to stop crying about your elbow now then as well?
No, I've got the violin in the back. I'm going to grab it. But the elbow's fine.
Yeah, you sure about that?
Yeah.
You want to? Yeah.
I'm not going to about it. You just gonna. You guys have heard it already because you talk to me all the time. The viewers haven't. All right. So yeah.
Stop banging the table. You're shaking your
I popped
camera.
my intercostal muscle and I've popped a tendon somewhere in here. I don't know where it is, but it hurts. So I'm trying to get myself ready in 3 weeks' time for a comp, and it's not looking good, but we'll see. I've never pulled out of a comp yet, but we'll see what happens.
All right.
I will document it, and I think you might be every day.
We'll come back to that bit later on when we start chatting about the comp and the disciplines anyway, because I think
Yeah. Cool.
We all know you've never pulled out judging by your placement, so.
It's not on. It's not on.
It's not about winning, it's about taking part.
No, I don't want a participation medal. What do you want participation medal for?
If you don't come first, you're
Don't
lost.
upset me. Don't upset me. This is our first one. Don't upset me. It's all right if you're under 7. Anything above 7, you're a man or you're an athlete. Don't participate. You got to win. God help my kids.
You do us a favour,
Well.
Brad.
What?
Stop banging the desk.
Sorry. Oh, you get me
you're
angry.
Sorry.
Right, we have obviously a guest in the wings waiting.
All right, before we go on, actually, we have a new follower, IJPHI. Thank you for the follow. He says, "Evening, gents."
Oh,
Good
how
evening.
posh.
Hello.
That was very posh.
Good evening.
Feel free,
All right.
feel free to comment.
Hang on, he doesn't work for HMRC, but out of interest, does he?
That means you, Kelvin. You sort yourselves and your taxes out.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, yeah, just drop them in chat for anyone watching. We'll get round to them if we have time to.
Or if we feel
but
like
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
If
if you
they're
ask a
relevant.
stupid fucking question, it's not getting answered. Yeah.
Feel free to fire any pensioner questions at Kelvin. He has got a bus
Yep.
pass and he can help you out. Like if you're expecting anything further later on in life, Kelvin can.
Retirement plan or anything.
Where is it? Cause it. Right. Okay. So welcome, followers, guys. If you're watching, please comment. Please let us know what you think. Whatever, any questions you have, we'll try and answer them as much as possible. We have a guest. He's been with Viking Forge for pretty much, I'd say, a good nearly a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close to
He
it.
is a quite renowned powerlifter. He's a bit of an old boy, so he knows his tricks. He knows his way around a powerlifting meet, and obviously the bodybuilding side of things as well, if you follow him. So I'm going to bring him in now, guys. This is Dave. I'm going to get him to introduce himself and explain to you who he is.
Hey.
Welcome, buddy. Dave, could you just give us a quick intro of who you are, what you currently do?
Okay. Right.
Did you forget your name?
Never. All right. My name's Dave, known as Dan the Gorilla on Instagram. I compete in bench and deadlift, both raw, internationally as well as at home on the UK soil. And yeah, I've been enjoying the journey so far. So here we are.
Oh, Kelvin,
How old are you, Dave?
24.
Oh, my
Okay,
word.
next question. Where the fuck was your paper round?
I
24
delivered,
years old. Welcome. Yeah.
yeah, I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Go on. What'd you say, Dave? How old are you?
Yep.
I'm 15.
Fucking old bastard.
That's it.
Jeez, man.
Have a look at that like a 49.
That guy's laughing. He's still a sperm. Hey, look at him. That one with the microphone. No, he's still a sperm. And he's
It is, mate. We didn't want to say, but it's actually Justin Bieber, mate.
Dave, you only popped out for a pint of milk. You end up doing a podcast.
All right, Kelvin, you have some questions for Dave about his bodybuilding side of things.
go on.
Yeah, well, it was more to do. Really, give us a bit of a rundown on your career. So,
Okay.
what got you started, training wise? When did you start? Why did you start?
Right. Okay. Well, I did have a go at it when I was about 19 because just I was just generally just fed up of being thin. I was like 6'2", 6'3", literally 10.5 stone wringing wet, and I just thought I've had enough of this. So went to training, seen a couple of the top bodybuilders like Mike Ahern walking down the gym. You know, when you're like 10.5 stone and this guy walks up to you and he's 6'5" and 23 stone, you think, oh. So. And I remember saying to one of the guys at the counter, I said,
Is that the ex-gladiator, Micah?
Yeah, yeah.
I did his show back in 2002, I think it was, the Mike Ahern Fitness Classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's all right, mate. Yeah, he sounds. Yeah, and what happened was that I started training for a bit, but then as life meanders off, I got involved in other things, and and then,
Like drugs.
No. Maybe.
Porn. He can be specific.
He's a front man. His middle name is Dirk Diggler.
Worse than that, I ended up meeting someone, and
Oh.
That was a lifetime sentence. So.
Is she still in the room, Dave?
She's about 10 feet away from me. So
for the viewers, if Dave disappears off camera, that's because his other half has just mullered him off the chair.
Anyway,
Dave, just a quick question on obviously in regards to your training now.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're younger, your testosterone levels are through the roof. You are like jacked to go. As you get older, do you find anything that works a bit better in regards to training or recovery? Sort of as you get a bit older, do you find anything that you do differently compared to what you did when you was younger?
What do you mean, like super supplement wise?
No, not necessarily supplements. I'm talking like more along the lines of sort of training or stretching and stuff. Everyone knows supplements kind of age you more as you get older, obviously because you drop hormones. But like in regards to your training wise, because a lot of guys, like when we're young, we go in and we just literally blitz it. So you're 21, 22, you can lift it and you crack on with it. But as you start to get a bit older, all the niggles start to take place and stuff like that. So is there anything you've done like in regards to, because you compete, so a lot of the guys probably want to know more along the lines of, is it something that you've done to kind of help you recover better, or trying to like train to make your muscles fire a bit more to kind of get ready for comp?
Well, I always try and get a little stretching before I train anything now. Whereas like when I was younger, I'd just walk in there, grab the dumbbells, and let's get going.
Yeah.
But once you get older, you get a bit smarter. So you start warming up the area, because obviously a cold muscle is more likely to tear. And I've had a few muscle tears over the last few years. I don't want any more. So I tend to put mobility in. I tend to lean a lot on the joint formula now as well. I think that is a bit of a godsend, and I use like CBD products and that for recovery and stuff and that as well. So, because I do think that's more important than anything. It's just getting a plenty of recovery, and I've always found that difficult because I've suffered from sleep apnea from like being a teenager. Even when I was thin, I used to have difficulties with sleeping and snoring and stuff like that. So when I put weight on, it was even worse.
Do you wear one of those machines, Dave?
Yeah. So I look like Darth Vader when I go to bed. So the missus likes that actually. She thinks that's great.
They like it.
So when you get to bed, do you, rather than say "I am your father," do you go "I am your daddy"?
Well, I come from Britain, so I could possibly be your father. So
why? Why? I'm talking to you in my head now. Why have you done that? God, now when Dave comes to a gym meet, all I'm going to say is, I think we're going to have T-shirts, mate, saying, "I'm your daddy."
Yeah. If you start calling Dave daddy, I'm going to lose it.
Big daddy.
That's good. Wally, any questions for Dave?
Yeah, we obviously know you've got quite a few titles, and well, I'm sure everyone else would be interested because I've only touched the surface from what I've heard. So
okay. I've got. I'm currently the M2 British champion. It's a bit of a thing of sorts that because I've now moved into M3, but I was the M2 British champion For bench.
What does that mean for us laymen's that don't get into that industry?
M2 is an age category, so like your M1 starts at like 40 to 44, I think it is.
So is it massive?
What does the M stand for? Massively old.
Masters.
Masters. Right.
Yeah, and then you've got your M2, which is 45 to 49. And then like M3 now is like 50 plus, you know what I mean? It starts going into Roman numerals then. So, but yeah, and that's what I tend to compete in them categories, and I was quite successful at it so far. I've got.
So is that for bench only, or is that deadlift as well?
Bench and deadlift. I've got the UK titles, European titles, and world titles.
What was your weights for those?
Bench. My heaviest bench is 232.5 kilo, and my heaviest deadlift is 320 so far.
Nice.
So I'm hoping to hopefully beat that this year. It's been a long haul coming back from, when I had a bit of a traffic accident about 18 months ago, and it's been a slow ride coming back to that. And a week after that, I nearly pulled the tricep off the bone. So trying to come back from that is been a bit difficult, but it's getting there now.
So when's the next comp then, Dave?
9.5 weeks on June 24th in Manchester.
Okay.
It's the BPU British Finals, so I'll be doing bench and deadlift for that.
So
Go on, Jeff.
on your Instagram, you have a picture. It shows like 3 different like stages of your life, really.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're on stage in your 40s, I think it was, and then you currently. What was that transition period? What made you go from, your bodybuilding lifestyle into the strongman world? What was that middle section? What was that all about?
That was kind of that was a bit of a wilderness, to be honest with you, because I competed in bodybuilding 2006. I've done 3 competitions, including Mr. England.
Yep.
And then I just kind of lost touch with the gym. I just fell out with it and moved on with my life, and we were busy, building a family and stuff like that. And I just moved away with it with work, and I was forever doing 12-hour shifts and everything else. And it was just so easier not to train than to train at all. And then then I started developing a few health problems physically and mentally, and I thought, well, I need to get back here. And I'll be honest with you, totally honest, if it wasn't for my daughter and that, I probably wouldn't have gone back, because when we got to July 2015, my daughter really wanted to go to a gym, but she suffers from anxiety, similar to myself. And I knew that if I didn't step up, she wouldn't go. She needed someone to go with her. And that's what happened. I just joined the commercial gym, and I had no plans, no intentions. I just thought, let's just get fitter. Because at this time, I think I was 28 stone, but I mean, like the worst kind of 28 stone you could think of.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I need to do something here. And I spent 6 months in a commercial gym before going back to my old roots, which was Body Effects in Runcorn, a brilliant bodybuilders gym over in Runcorn. And then just started like kind of retracing my steps, remembering what I used to lift. And the intention was, right, what I'm going to do now, even at 40 odd years old, I'm going to beat every lift I ever did. And that was my goal. And then stepping on to, it was actually an accident stepping into the powerlifting, because I'd been training at the gym and I wanted to do this 500-pound bench. There was a T-shirt for 300-pound club, 400-pound club, 500-pound club, and I've got the 400.
All right.
And I wanted to be the first to get the 500. Other lads had done it, but they'd not done it since the launch of these T-shirts, this thing, like, so I thought, let's go for it. And eventually I got it December 2017. So I got Christmas, New Year out of the way, and we said, right, I might do a strongman comp. And I went to sign up for one in Wigan. I spoke to the family. I got up at 6 o'clock the next morning to register for it, and the list was full. So I thought, I want to do a comp. So I ended up signing up for a bench-only comp in Rill at DL Fitness. And the rest is history. It just took off from there, really.
Everything happens for a reason, Mike. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, mate. That's good. Quick question. Since you, obviously people might find this question a bit biased, but since you've started taking that health intro drink, right? How have you found it with your training?
Oh, I mean, everyone knows it. I'm sponsored by Viking Forge. I've got coffee.
That'll do. You ain't.
Lemon Turkish delight. So.
So how do you find it, Dave? What have you felt when you've been taking it? And obviously, how do you take it? Do you take it 2 scoops and sip it, or do you?
I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you exactly how I take it. I mix 40 grams of it. It says 27 on the thing, but I put 40 grams in my drink because I have a big, one of the big 2.4 liters.
Yeah.
And so I've always put 40 grams of it with that. And sometimes, if I'm in a bit of a rush, I'll mix it with the Valkyrie as well.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's absolute dynamite. It's because I've always used things like citrulline malate and stuff like that in my training, as you know, we've discussed this before. And when I've seen the list of ingredients, which Calvin very cleverly came up with, I thought I have to try it. If you remember, as soon as it came out, I ordered myself 2 tubs. You know what I mean? And I thought, right, I want this, and it's been brilliant because the way it seems to work for me is that you get into the gym, you know the way it works. You're mad keen on your first couple of exercises, and then you start to get a bit tired, so you start, sloping off towards the end of the workout. It's just progression through weakness. And but it just seems to hold that. It just seems I can keep a consistency right from the start to virtual finish. Like today, I was still lifting heavy weights on my last exercise, rather than using it as like a finishing exercise and going for a lighter weight with higher reps.
Yeah. Do you know what? Hearing something like that coming from someone of your stature, Dave, that's just phenomenal. For me personally, having created the product in the first place, that was the ultimate goal, was to help people that do a lot of heavy power, explosive type lifts get the full benefit through the whole workout, not just have a great first part of the session and then start to flag. The whole idea was to get a product that would help you sustain a good 45, 60-minute gym session where you're lifting decent weight right the way through. That's the main priority.
Well, it's definitely. I honestly think. Sorry.
No, go on, mate. Go on.
I honestly think it would be. I think it would be a really, really good drink for people who are competing, because people don't realise the length of times between your lifts and your warm-ups and everything else, especially the full power lads who are doing all 3 events. It's a long day.
It's an up to an hour wait between each event, usually.
Yeah. They can start at, say, 10, 11 o'clock and then go on. So I've seen them go on as late as like 5 o'clock. That's a long day. And I think having something like that on hand is absolutely perfect. Absolutely. I'll be taking it to all my competitions, that 100%. Because I do believe it's definitely a sister and it's for the better. So that's it.
I mean, what a lot of people
using this term, but it's a game changer for me. I think.
I mean, the thing is, what a lot of people don't realise. I mean, like myself and Wally and Kelvin, we spoke for ages about this formula. Like, it's obviously Kelvin's ideas. Kelvin's come up with it, and then as a company, we work with the athletes and stuff like that. I mean, like Dave, I've spoken to you about trying to create a sleep formula.
That's right, yeah.
Which we want to do is basically work together with the athletes, because all of us in the company compete.
Yeah.
So we know if we do work with the people that do compete, it's going to be beneficial for people that don't compete. So it is literally, it's a bonus for the people who just go to the gym and just train for themselves. But we worked extensively with Kelvin on this, and obviously it's worked out. And I know when I launched it with the video saying that it wasn't going to make an outrageous statement, but I am now. I'm pretty much going to say you can say I'm biased, you can say whatever I like, but I'm pretty sure this is the best one on the market.
I've tried a lot of it.
Make that statement, so feel free.
That's a big statement.
It's a massive statement.
And you know what? If you want to prove me wrong, anybody who's watching this, prove me wrong. Try it.
That's a bold move, Con. Let's see how it pans out.
But we've done enough testing and enough people have bought it, and the reviews we've got back from it, I can now officially sit here with confidence and make that statement. So, frustrate me for it or praise me for it, whatever you want to do. I'm not much. Either way, I'm happy. Dave, you know what's coming, which we're going to discuss later in the podcast anyway. Like we're speaking quite a bit with Dave in regards to supplements we've got coming out and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Good times ahead.
You've been a real help with me. Well, there's the stuff that I've been working on that I've messaged you as well. So it's that's been good.
Go on, Dave, to you personally.
a big part of what we do and we keep trying to say is we're not just a supplement company. We're not just a clothing brand. You know, we're not trying to conform to the mainstream, and having people like Dave and Ebby and all that lot in with what we're trying to do. It is a little community. You know, the WhatsApp group and the chats that we have, the support behind it, and everyone trying to encourage everybody else, irrespective of what discipline or what industry they're in or what their ultimate goals are. A lot of people are seeing that Viking Forge isn't just about supplements. It's not just about our own journeys. You know, we're all massively into helping everybody else achieve their goals as well. So, and that's what I love about the WhatsApp group and all the chat that we've got, is when you see the likes of Dave, Ebby, Mark, Martin, all that lot, you guys, when someone's doing something, I can't remember who was it that was doing, Andy, doing that run the other day for
30 for 30 or something.
Phenomenal.
It just goes to show it's not just about bodybuilding or powerlifting. We've got guys in there doing charity runs and all sorts, and it's just there's such a pool of resource there for everybody to draw on.
But that was the whole reason me and Brad started the whole thing. Because we were a couple of nobodies from the gym at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
We're still not.
Well, I was just going to say, you still are, to be fair.
We're nobodies now.
You just nobodies with a T-shirt on.
Yeah, exactly.
This is it. We're nobodies with the company. I don't understand it.
I just needed more friends. That's all it was.
But no, personally, Dave, honestly, while you're on here, as much as we run the company and kind of we look after everybody, you've actually helped me out in my own personal issues. Do you know what I mean? I've rung you a couple of times and I've spoken to you about things, and you know, likewise for Kelvin, Wally, Jay, I haven't really spoken to you.
No, fuck you
too. You don't answer my calls, mate.
I answer them sometimes.
It's not just one-sided. Like Kelvin has said, you said what he said about like the company and stuff like that, but it's not one-sided. This is everyone, and it's down to the ambassadors, down to when we got a factory with all the stuff in it, and we've got employees, even the dog, the factory dog is going to get looked after like this. So we are trying to just create a family. You know, Dave, hopefully you stick around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously we want to support you and get you back up there to more titles, to more like.
It's going that way. It's heading that way now.
Yeah.
You know, it took 18 months to get back, but you know, with the support and everything else that I've got, and you know, and people just, you know, sometimes just people just coming up to you and just saying, listen, you know, good luck, and or well done, or on a lift or something like that. That kind of keeps you going, and you know. So
have you found the gym this week, Dave?
Oh, brilliant! I've been there. I've just done my 5th session today. I've only had the 2 days off, but I was itching to go back. Even I never thought, no, I'm gonna have to have a bit of time off. Like, but it's been brilliant. You know, I mean, you know, the gym I dedicated super gym. It's honestly, it's just like it's about the size of Asda, and it's just full of machines and weights and calibrated discs and everything else. It's just an absolute playground for powerlifters or bodybuilders and everything. It's brilliant place.
Are you still at the same gym that you were at when you were bodybuilding now as a powerlifter, or is it a different gym?
No, that was Body FX in Runcorn. Another absolutely fantastic gym, you know, run by Riley Rag. And it's like a family atmosphere in there as well. It always has been. That I mean, Body FX will always be in my blood because it got me through so many, you know, good and bad times through my life, and into the, you know, I'd made the transition from using weights in the background to support martial arts, which I was doing 99 to 2004 was it, and then I thought, right, let's have a go at the bodybuilding, and I just went in for it, and I spent 2-3 years doing that, and it was like they were supportive on everything. You know,
but did you decide to do bodybuilding, or did someone come up to you and say, you're a bit of a fucking lump, I think you should get on stage?
Well, to be honest with you, I was fighting it. My fighting weight was 20 stone 8 pounds. So it was like, you know, I was a bit of a big lad then, and I thought, right, let's try and get this turned into something now. And I've always wanted to do a bodybuilding competition, and just to be able to say that I've had the experience of it. And I tell you what, I don't relish anyone doing those diets again. That nearly killed me off doing it 3 times in one.
I don't know how you do that, mate. I honestly don't know how you do that. Like, to be fair, that's how Calvin got asked in the gym. He was training in his speedo in the gym. So if you see the space, people.
Yeah, well, it's all right training in speedo till the S falls off, and then you're in trouble.
Calvin loves his speedos. We actually had an argument about him not wearing them in the podcast.
This is true. This is very true.
I'm still waiting for the Viking Forge sponsored speedos to come through.
No,
It's
that's
just
not
a
a
bottle.
speedo.
It's about this big.
That's not a speedo. It's a bottle cap. It's a bowl cap with string.
We've got 2 stickers front and back.
With an arrow that flicks around and goes down here. Anyway, so Dave, obviously you're going to stay on with us now for the rest of this chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to jump in where we can.
I got to see what the announcement is.
We've got a huge announcement to make.
Yeah. Not pregnant, are you?
Huh?
No, he just looks it.
Well, it's not me. I only put the tip in.
No, it's not love. It's not love if you don't make eye contact, mate. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump straight to it because we've been holding this in. So any of you that are watching, please feel free.
Brad, you're holding nothing in, mate. Trust me.
What do you mean? This is all natural. Anyways, so we've been keeping this quiet for about 2 weeks, and pretty much everything that we've all worked towards and everything that we strive to be as a company, not just to sell stuff. We recently won an award for small businesses from Prestige London Awards for Supplier Retailer 2020 and 2021.
Fantastic.
Woo!
So that is huge.
You got the certificate?
I have what's on my phone, so I haven't got it. But we are going to a ceremony which we will post the trophy and stuff like that. It's going to be posted all over our website. It's going to be through digital marketing, through London Prestige Awards.
So just give us the title again. What have we won?
Supplier Retailer of the Year for 2020 and 21. So considering we went through COVID, considering we're a small business and we're trying to focus the reason why we won this award is that they're going to do a full write-up and what the judges have said and everything like that. But one of the guys that was speaking to me and saying the reason why we won the award is the fact that it's not just about our products. They looked at our social media, they looked at our comments, they looked at our feedback from customers, they looked at the website and what products we have. They looked at our responses to dealing with any sort of issues or customer service related issues. They literally dug into every corner and crevice that we have in the business to give us this award. And to top it off, I don't know how many people were in it for our category, but they'll let us know once it gets all published in that. But we were the only company in Essex to actually win that award. So
that's got to mean something, eh?
we're doing something right. We're doing something right, and we've won that award. We can now officially state that our company is award winning, which is what we're working towards. We're not working towards
how old the company is and where we've taken it from its initial grassroots. You know, all the people that took the piss to begin with. I'm not being funny, but after only 2 years, exactly. So
yeah,
you know,
that's all I can say.
That's, again, going back to what we said earlier, that's not just about Wally, Brad, me, Jay. It's everybody involved. It's a huge team effort. As cheesy as it sounds, it is, because it's the engagement from everybody.
100%. We wouldn't have done it without the ambassadors or anyone else. It's you know what I mean? It's not just about us lot, because we wouldn't have got anywhere without anyone else.
This is down to our company affiliates as well. So like Ultimate Strongman, fantastic. You know.
Absolutely.
Those guys have done a lot for us. Absolutely, the Glen Ross and the boys have done a lot for us, and hopefully keep this relationship going as long as it can go. You know, it's small little gyms like.
I wonder if Dave can do us a massive favour and tap up Emma, so she'll get us into what he's doing.
I didn't follow.
Dave knows who I'm on about.
Right. Fair enough. But like, for example, I'm going to give a shout out to Fabulously Fit at 50. Kelvin, your connection.
Paul
Yeah, Paulette, give a massive shout out to her. She's been nothing but great reception towards us. You know,
Yeah.
she's tried the product. She's liked the product. She's promoted it. Kelvin's currently going to be competing. Is it her comp that you're doing?
It's her show in October, yeah. So as Viking Forge, we'll be there supporting the show and the gala as well. So nice little collaboration there. But no, Paulette's fantastic. Really good.
So we've won this award, and I couldn't be happier. I honestly could not be happier because it's everything we work towards. All the stress, the blood, sweat, and tears, the financial side to it, everything. You know, to the social media side of dealing with the haters and everything like that. This has all been worth it, and I would happily go through it again to do that. So it's a big thank you to you boys as well. It's not just the company; it's people individually. The brand is what we make. So, like, massive thank you to everyone, whoever's helped us, been involved, with ambassadors to athletes to customers, even at the stores where Wally nearly drank a bee and died on it.
Always flavour of the month.
Yeah, so quick recap. If anyone's watching this, we were at an Ultimate Strongman store, UK Strongest Man, and we were messing about. Wally put his monster down, and a bee flew in it. He decided to take a sip, and pretty much, stung him inside of his mouth.
Yeah. I got it back though, not before I got a good crunching.
Yeah, to be fair, I did laugh and walk away. I thought you was asking about. So I
had some very high-profile strongmen come to check on me if I was alright. I'm not going to name drop.
Who's that small fella that's just fell over? Let's go and have a look.
Yeah.
But no, guys, honestly, we won an award. Couldn't be happier. So it's going to be stuck everywhere. All of the
weirdos from the GMO.
Well, this is it. You know, you can hate us if you want. You can love us if you want. By the end of the day, we ain't stopping. We ain't going nowhere.
Nah, it's only going to get better.
We've got the likes of Kelvin in his speedo. We've got Dave lifting like a gorilla, as his Instagram calls it. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, we are going to be big. We are not stopping. So join us or get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Simple as that. Right, let's discuss. In the pipeline, we have got a couple of products coming through. So we've worked on a pre-workout formula. So that'll be launching. We'll obviously let you know when. And we're obviously working on a mass gainer.
Are you having a wank or something? What the fuck are you doing?
Can you just leave your fucking desk alone?
Right, we're currently working on a mass gainer as well, but a mass gainer that actually works.
Yeah.
Not one where you just have to put 6 scoops in a tub and then try and spoon your way to the bottom.
I think, in all honesty, I think the mass gainers, I think we're quite a way off. It needs to be perfect, really.
But like I say, it's in the pipeline. It's there to be worked on. So, you know, like I say, we're not just a one-trick pony. We're not going to just bring out the hell and leave it there.
Well,
it is.
Well, you know if the mass gainer works, because I can't put on weight, so...
To be fair, you will be the test runner.
Well, I'll have to be. I'm the strongest person in Viking Forge, I think.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like I mean, I can't thank you enough for what you've done and what you've helped out for us for this award. By the way, there's 5 tickets and I get them, so be nice. Otherwise, you ain't coming.
Well, I can't be nice. Sorry.
Well, instead of being nice, just be quiet.
Again.
Me fuck that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anything else from anybody before we shut this down?
I think we've covered pretty much everything. We're good.
Yeah.
Not bad for the first run, I'd say.
Any questions, Jay? Any questions coming?
No, just a few congratulations and stuff.
Nice one.
Cool. Obviously, this will get busier as we do this more frequently, I think. And obviously, we'll get more comments, more questions, stuff like that.
Do you want to cover any of the gym meets planned?
Oh,
Do you want
that's
to
a
talk
point.
about
Yeah,
any
good
things,
shout.
any targets? Yeah, any
So
locations?
we have got one gym meet set up. for Kelvin's going to say it. I know he's going to say it. 8th of May.
What day?
Eight
Not doing it right.
of Spades.
Do
Yeah.
it properly.
Sorry. Can you?
No one
you-
knows
can you
what
announce
the
the
fuck
band,
you're
please?
on about.
Can you announce the band?
Ah,
Announce the band.
Dave, you got the gag, didn't you, in the group chat?
Yeah, mate, I got it. I don't think Brad knows who Motorhead is, to be honest with you.
I don't.
God. Dave, did you get it?
So basically, Jimmy and Kelvin put a joke up saying Motorhead, 8 of Spades, basically 8th of May.
It was awful. No one
Feel free to comment and let us know if
understood it.
that's actually funny.
It's probably that joke, mate, I'll be honest.
To be
That's
fair,
not even a dad joke. It's not even a fucking joke. That's just pitiful.
the way you
That's just-
the way you delivered it, Brad, nothing would be fucking funny.
Well, this is it.
The way you delivered it was even worse. I think he did it justice. Like what?
I'm not being funny.
One for the young,
That was funnier than that.
Anyways, yeah, so 8th of May, guys, we are going to be at Unified Strength in Rettenden, which is Chelmsford area. So make sure you're there. Feel
What
free.
time?
Hey, I'm getting there.
What time?
For fuck's sakes. You asked me to announce it, and you started jumping in my question. Jesus, all right, okay.
It's like pulling fucking teeth.
Can we do this again? Sorry, guys, this is what I have to work with. Right, 8th of May, guys, is the date.
What
where
day?
you can come down. This is going to be like a disclaimer. 8th of May, Unified Strength in Chelmsford, 12 o'clock.
And what are we doing?
Feel free, guys, to come down and
Oh,
play.
fuck off,
It is a Viking Forge takeover day. So we will all be down in our Viking Forge gear with all of our supplements to literally wire us up and absolutely smash out a huge, huge training session. Feel free to come down and join us. Feel free
I think what Brad's trying to say is it'll be a big sampling day. We'll have a full range of products there. Come along, try the pre-workouts, the intros, the proteins. All the guys that are doing strongman will take you through any disciplines that you want to go through, logs, stones, all that type of stuff. So if anyone's interested in those types of training techniques or disciplines, come along. There's a load of experience that's going to be down there.
I'm sorry, my followers fell asleep.
Just don't ask Brad about
So, the question just in: is the podcast stream going to be on a regular basis?
with any
We
luck.
try and do it every 2 weeks.
Every Sunday, every
Second Sunday.
bi-weekly, every second.
Don't
Yeah, every
confuse it,
second.
every
Sunday.
second
And that's
Sunday.
not the only thing that's by in Brad's life.
Every second Sunday.
Tish, that was better than the Ace of Spades thing.
Kelvin does have a couple of good one-liners, but you have to really listen through his whole teeth. You can't get them out.
It has taken him nearly an hour.
Oh, shit.
But yeah,
Right, so,
every fortnight, anyway.
guys, feel free to come down and join us. Unified Strength, 8th of May, 12 o'clock. Come and join us. We will happily push you through your paces. And if you're lucky enough and you're wearing Viking Forge merch or you're drinking some of Viking Forge supplements, you will be on the promo video. So feel free to join us. If you don't get this, message us. We can message you the details.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Calvin, you've started something now. We just got a question. What day?
I think we've just got ourselves a new hashtag.
There's a new T-shirt. Hashtag what day?
Can we have BFN Motorhead? Like
No.
a collaboration.
No.
Can we have the Ace of May?
Yeah.
This is getting worse and worse. Guys,
Everyone would be like, what the fuck is he wearing?
It's the last time I watched this podcast.
yeah, but it's only going to get worse. You know this. As soon as we get used to all of this, it's only going to get worse.
Fucking hell.
Right, on that jolly note, is there anything else?
Oh, have you got somewhere to be? Anyone think you just got fucking married?
No, I got nowhere to be. I just don't want it dragging on all night. Know what I mean?
We're sorry to keep you.
I might be honestly.
Oh, Martin actually managed to make a Twitch.
Oh, did he? He come on at the last minute.
Yeah.
And that's not bad going for his age.
That's not bad. an hour, and he's managed to do a Twitch account. I'm impressed. Is Martin actually logged on?
Yeah, he's just said, boys, good chat from the OAP of the group.
Jack, you've missed the last 5 minutes, you geriatric fuck.
I'm just glad he's here. He's older than me, I think.
He is older than you, yeah. No, he's not. He's not. You're 50. He's 49.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I think you're the oldest one in the actual forge.
Calvin's 60, I think.
Who put
It's all right, Dave. It's all right, Dave. You look better in a suit anyway, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Galvin's so old, his teeth are made of wood.
Sorry, Calvin, I'm making you a T-shirt, mate. It's going to say Bond on the back of it.
Gonna say what on the back?
It's going to say Bond villain. Because you seriously do look like a Bond villain when you dress up for work.
Oh.
Like, literally, you can see creases, mate. The thing is it's like one crease down the whole suit. So, yeah. All right. I'm happily done. Are you guys happy with this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dave. Much appreciated for your time.
Yeah,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Dave. Thanks to the guys who followed, who's listened in. Please tune in 2 weeks' time, guys. We'll do another one. All right, we'll have more topics. We'll discuss more, and this banter will probably get worse. So,
With any luck.
we actually don't like each other. It's just
Oh, it's just all an act. We're good. We're just really good fucking
Shut the fuck
actors.
up.
Right.
Jeez.
Oh, you know what? Maybe not next. Maybe there won't be another one. Fuck you.
Yeah,
All right, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on, Dave. Have a good night, guys.
See
Be
you
safe.
later.